All right, let's get this train going. Hopefully it works out. Want to make sure the settings are good and music is okay. If anybody can hear the music. Hello everybody. I'm back once again. How are y'all doing today? So yeah, this is it. My official art stream for God knows how long. Might as well get started. And I don't mind if people come in and, drop by and stuff. Okay, let's see. Let's start. Let's see. The music is a little too. Don't know if it's too loud for you guys or not. So yeah, I've been itching to do a art stream for a long time. Here are my pages for color references. Let's have this comic page. Here we go. Let's start. You have no idea how long I've been wanting to do an art stream, guys. So today I'm working on my intrusive bannerets, page 31 of chapter 6. I've been on this chapter for like, I don't know, like maybe 2 years or so. It's almost ending, by the way. I just need to finish a few pages. I hope the connection is good and hopefully OBS, doesn't, die on me all of a sudden. I see that the red bar keeps. I keep seeing the dropping frames. I can't stand dropping frames, man. Hopefully, everyone joins in soon. Okay, I think the music is good. Probably a good thing to stream on the weekends, since everybody's at home. Okay, that's Bobby done coloring. And now for Larry. The background music is Sega music, by the way. The Sega Dreamcast music. Hope everybody's Easter was good. For me, I saw the new Mario movie, and I'm not sure if anybody else sees it or not, so I'm not going to spoil it. I had a good time. I've been itching to to draw for a long time on stream. You know how many times I've been going to work. Um, I thought I was gonna have a few days off, but they keep, it's like that Godfather meme, from, from Godfather 3, just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in, you know. I don't forget the black eye. I'm using another laptop for music. Not sure if it's interfering with the Wi-Fi, I think. Hang on just a sec. I just rearranging some stuff. Oh, wrong. And yes, I am using the bucket tool. It's much faster. Okay. I mean, making comics is time consuming. Yeah, the bucket tool is easier, but you still have to color in the missing, covering up the artifacts. Alright, going smooth so far. I'm saying for the stream. And now for the shirt. My apologies if I'm a little quiet, a little focused and stuff. In just a second, let me get some water. Okay. Like I said, my apologies if I'm a little quiet on focusing on coloring. I'm not that, talkative, unlike, the rest of my friends are. I might keep this going until later in the afternoon, maybe. I'm not going to finish the entire comic. Just coloring, like maybe I'm going to try the best I can to color in the panel. Into the pattern. That's this one. No. Gotta keep, some clothes separate. Oh, hey, Waymo, welcome in. Welcome in, Waymo. Yeah, yeah, my first chat in a while. Thank you. Thank you for dropping by. I'm working on my TIB chapter 6, page 31. If you don't know the chapter is Bobby is getting his revenge on Larry. You know for what for what the Copperfield brothers did, but yeah, but Bobby doesn't know it. If you know my story, then I'm pretty sure you can check out the rest of my chapters on what happened because I like to keep my stories connected. Okay, that's good. Now for the bandages. Oh wait, that's I forgot that yeah I was coming in the wrong era. So yeah, my job was keeping me busy. I couldn't get back into streaming. I've been streaming too much of Star Wars Battlefront, and I know not a lot of people are into that, but I had fun playing the game. So how's your day going? I don't have that much to say. When it comes to I pretty much have like a not so exciting life and stuff. I mean I'm pretty much boring. I've come to accept the fact that I'm not that much of an interesting streamer. I've been thinking a lot lately that I don't have that much of a charisma. The only thing that's going for me is my art and comics. That's pretty much what I'm known for exactly. I can't think of too much funny whips, and I'm kind of good with the comedic timing, but not necessarily that much of a consistent streamer. You know, I'm glad to stream once in a while. Okay, now for this one. Alright, there we go. That works. The only thing I'm consistent is you know my pages. Not a lot, but I try my best. Alright, let's see. You know, you always gotta pay attention to small details. Got that finished? Okay, let me do the Warwick Island police officers first. And the background too. The color. And fix that one. Not lined up quite right. No. Okay, that's better. That one, that one. And yes, I know I'm using, for those of you, think that using the Puppet tool is lazy, but, listen, I don't, I usually take a little longer to finish comics. I'm not that fast. Like, I am pretty slow when it comes to, finishing, art. When it comes to finishing art, and, uh, I'm not that, and I'm not that quick, like, just doing whatever. Like, trust me, I am. When people think I do, art fast, I finish, comic pages like just like that. Um, no, that's not really the case. Is the stream going well for you guys? Any issues? For me, earlier I had, a bunch of, like issues like buffering. What? Why am I even telling, chat? I should be knowing these things. Yeah, that since the water is, inside a place. Light, the light thing, the wall. If you don't know, in the previous pages, Kyle, my OC's Kyle and Amelia flooded the the entire built-in hockey ring, which was called, and the place was originally a plumbing station, and it was converted into Arcade Underground. For those that don't know or are new, for the background. Oh, hey, Shirley Vaga. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. I'm just doing my TIB comic page of chapter 6. That's all. Yeah, don't expect much witty talking from me, Damn, sudden voice startled me. Yeah, my apologies. Sorry for scaring you. Like I said, I don't talk much in the streams. I'm not that talkative. I'm usually too focused on, I'm usually not always that talkative when I'm playing games too. I try my best, to have, good commentary, have a decent commentary, but maybe I'm just not interesting, I'm not really that interesting. I believe I said before I'm funny in the chat, but not funny on streams. Well, I guess that's not true. I was funny. Like you gotta think of really good things to say before you say them. That's what being a comedian is all about, right? Okay, where is that brush? And now for the airbrush. It's nice to watch while doing other stuff. I often multitask. That's good to know. So anyway, yes, I am on the 31st page, and these are my the rest of the pages are just coloring references. As you can see, I'm just using yeah the yeah the eyedropper tool. Yeah, these are my characters. I have like a few pages to go. I know I'm working on my other web comic, like Artificial Souvenirs, which I'm almost done with, by the way, in case you don't know. And multiply. Yeah, and the background music is Sega Dreamcast music, just relaxing music. To fit the mood. Fill that in. We fill that in good. And now for me, I always like to draw my OCs first before coloring in the background. Just coloring in the Warwick Island police officers. If you remember, the place got flooded by Amelia and Kyle, my OCs, and that's how the situation you know got started and ended, pretty much ended. Hope your month. I know we're like 10 days in, but uh hope your Easter was good. Your weekend is going well. For me, I saw the Mario. I saw the Mario movie I mentioned earlier, but I'm not going to spoil it for those who have not seen it. And by the way, hey Cosmic Nerd Boy, um, how are you doing? I saw you in the chat. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. I'm doing my 31st page of the Intrusive Bannerets. Now I'm not going to guarantee that I finish it the entire page. Well, Easter and B-Day was good. I still need to see it. I have no theaters near enough. Okay. Glad you enjoy your birthday. Glad you enjoy uh your good times. Your good times. I'm gonna do my best, to try and finish this page. And yeah, this is my life. What you're seeing is what I do every day. We doing good. Okay. Good to know, Blue. I'm glad, you guys are dropping by. Yeah, that makes me happy at least. Because I was thinking, I was not, that much of a charismatic streamer and energetic streamer. And I know it can be worrisome, for those, that are not watching your streams. Just because you don't have that much of a larger audience. I mean, heck, I don't have that much of a large audience. But what matters to me is that some like a few people come and you know and just appreciate what you're doing. Is that right? Okay, that's the right color. And as you're seeing, yes, I am using the filling bucket tool. I know that's like a lazy tool to use, but you know, it's it gets the job done. Okay. If more people come by and stop by, uh, I would appreciate that. You know. Just want to say, if you hear any background noise, I live in a city, so if you hear like car horns and traffic, Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't live in a quiet neighborhood, especially loud neighbors. And I see Annie Draymond's here. Welcome in. I'm very glad you're here. So what I'm doing is that I'm doing my 31st page of TIB, the intrusive banneret. I'm gonna try and color in the entire page. Just doing my best if my stream, cooperates with me. I had some issues earlier with the stream, but hopefully it's better now. And the background music is Sega Dreamcast music. So yesterday I got off of work, and for me my work schedule has been pretty a little chaotic. I've been itching to try to art stream for a long time, and never got the right time to do it. Oh, hey, Banneret. Yeah, I was going to say, an art stream that's not in the middle of the night. What a shock! Yeah, last time I streamed like in late in the morning, and I know that that wasn't the right time for me to stream since everybody's asleep. And a I got a bot. That's nice. All right, we got rid of the bot. Okay, we're good now. We're good. I don't need viewers. I don't have that much of an audience anyway, of a large audience, except for my friends, which I appreciate. I've said earlier, for those that are not here, I appreciate for those who come in, drop by in, and drop out, drop in again. And like I said, my apologies if I'm quiet. I'm not that much of a ter- um, not that much of a talkative streamer. Even though we're here for good vibes, I don't have much of a commentary. Too much commentary, if that is. If that is the right way to say it. Alright, okay, let me see. Kinda lost track of my pages. So yeah, I'm surprised that that I got my first bot in a while. I thought there were no more of those, annoying bots, but they keep coming. I was thinking about streaming, Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront again, but I've played it way, way too much, and I want to try to do something different. Okay. Going to work on flag symbol. Oh, I thought so. The art program you're using is Fire Alpaca. Is that the one you've been mostly using since you switched to doing digital art? It's a free one, and I always wonder how versatile those. Yeah, I've been using Fire Alpaca since I first started doing digital art. Like I said, I don't use other. I never use um other digital art programs like Bang or other stuff. All the art you've seen is done by Fire Alpaca, the program that I've been using. Oh, that's good enough. So once again, I'm going to say my apologies if I don't um, give that much commentary on an art stream, unlike some of my friends are. I've mentioned before earlier. I don't know if anybody was hearing, but I pretty much accepted the fact that I am not that much of an interesting, um, um, not streamer, but guy online. What I like I've been thinking that I've been having thoughts that I'm pretty much boring except for doing art and stuff. Well, yeah, pretty much people like me for my art, so I am not that much of a charismatic guy. I'm pretty much, just what you call it, just boring guy, which I don't think I'm really that boring, but I just don't say, that much, just a quiet, artist, with 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 deep personal thoughts, which I do, especially, nowadays. I know that's shocking to say. Like I am not a, if you're thinking that I am, yeah, that I'm not a boring person, you're probably right. But maybe I just don't, maybe streaming is not, much for me anyway. Can you save color palette sets on the program? I asked because I noticed you were using old drawings to find the right color. Well, the thing is, using color palettes, um, um, I just like using, my old drawings, and just I using the eye color dropping tool, because it's faster, If you see, this is my the ones I'm using. True Platoon, my OCs, half of the squadron. Bobby's not part of the squadron, and the pages, backgrounds, old backgrounds. So yeah, I don't have a color palette. I sometimes use color palettes for certain OCs, like I've written down like on sticky notes. I'm just more comfortable with using old drawings. And the thing for me is that whenever I don't finish, my comic pages when I'm coloring, is that I don't finish it all in one sitting. So I can't guarantee that I'm going to finish this on stream, or just finish it off, just finishing it off screen, because I sometimes get sidetracked and I sometimes get a little tired. Especially when you're not hydrated. That's the thing. And take a few breaks, because art is, hard, and they say it's, drawing is easy, but no, it's really, you have to, put time and effort into it. And if you don't remember, this is the same soundtrack music list I've used in my last art stream. I'm gonna try my best to finish it as much as I can. Try and finish the page. Hope everyone's day is doing well, and I hope you had a good Easter. And I've said before that I went to the movies by myself and watched the new Mario movie, which I did enjoy. I really enjoyed it, and I'm not going to give any spoilers for those who've seen it. I've mentioned this times before. I'm not gonna, spoil any excitement for. I mean, I know the movie's pretty divisive, a little divisive, concerning the news of what I saw on social media, but yeah, that's neither here or there. I feel like I should be going much faster if I'm still on the first panel. You see, that's how slow I really am. Oh, and you know what I forgot to put? I forgot to put on the strings on Amelia's jacket. You do be going. Yeah. Thanks, bro. Thanks. Yeah, I forgot to draw the strings um on her jacket. You I know I'm very much consistent when it comes to my art, but sometimes I forget, the smallest details. Like last time, I remember I forgot to put the buttons uh, um, on Officer Ronnie Road's shirt. If you don't know, the character, my character Ronnie Road, the police officer, is very prominent in the in my stories, in the story of TIB. All my characters do have a role and a purpose in my webcomic series. It's not just random one-off characters. I have a lot of those, not one-offs, but all characters with certain roles. All the characters do play a part in it. Also, Dan, you were talking about not being charismatic, so self-deferential, man, even putting me to shame. I think you do make an impact in social places when you actually participate. Like what you applied, a lot of this do meme art, like the role, but your actual comments and streams do tend to stand out to me. And yes, and also I remember, you know, um, saying that I don't promote myself as much. I think that's what my friend Will said. And I know I work hard. I work very hard. It's just that I I am. I feel like I was promoting my stuff and my art, and you know, it's just that maybe not enough people are seeing it. There's not enough interest, but it's just that social media sucks now. There's not much attraction, uh, in in every social media anymore. Like social places like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. It's not fun. It's just it's just miserable. It's hard to find good things in talent unless unless you're a well known um studio or something. And I want to say, Draymond, I'm sorry that you got kicked out of uh you know uh X for some reason, for no good reason at all. Like I said, social media now is not the right place to thrive at the moment. And if I suddenly get you know kicked out or banned from Twitter, um, and it might be it's like a bittersweet a bittersweet thing. It's just yeah, it sucks that I got kicked out, but now I am free from the doom scrolling and misery, looking at miserable stuff that you shouldn't see online. That's like a win and lose situation, if you know what I mean. And speaking of social media, I am working on something. to fully promote myself even more. But I'm not gonna say it, but it's not, it's not another. I'm not making another webcomic series. It's just something really, really big that I am working on myself personally. So I'm just gonna say it's gonna be really cool on what I'm working on. Alright, yeah, that's why I forgot to cook. Oh god, the knuckles wrap. I'm not sure if this is copyright, but I'm just playing on the Dreamcast soundtrack list. Which, for those, I'm sorry to say, I'm not a Sonic fan. Not that much a Sonic fan. I'm sorry for those that are Sonic fans. Don't at me. But I did grow up with the with the OG Sonic Adventure games. I never played them myself. I do have family members who played it, and I've watched. I like to observe things. Observe video games because video games back then were like really really a magical time. And I'm still on the first panel, man. I am very slow. And my friends say that I draw. I finish my comics fast, but no, it takes time. I don't always finish that quick. And using the fill and bucket tool makes it faster, but no, you have to keep coloring. It doesn't always do the job for you. The bucket tool does not always do you know the right job sometimes, unless you're using other programs like where the bucket tool does not want to cooperate, which I think that's the case. Yeah, well, in terms of media, it's the late '90s, 2000s were a golden age compared to where we're living now. Yes, the microtransactions, the AAA games that are delayed. And like I said, things just aren't fun anymore. Like social media, video games, it's just not. I mean, I'm one of the earliest Zoomers that experience all the it's experience everything before it degraded. In recent years, I always found myself watching old commercials that I grew up in, that I grew up with, and for those who've seen me, screenshot, like like semi-liminal, liminal, pictures um, from from the internet and the web. Yes, it's early Zoomer in me that kind of misses, the simplicity and fun that was in the past. And the only way, I know they said you can't bring those back, but you can bring them back on your own. Yeah, yeah. If you want to make the dream happen, you have to do things yourself. And I'm getting a little hydrated. Dehydrated right now. I mean, summer is coming, even though it's spring. We might be in spring now, but the weather's just it's on its on and off switch like heat. Last time it was really warm, and then now it's getting chilly again. It's just the weather can't make up its mind anymore. Right, a few people online have said that Zoomer that were born in the very late 90s aren't quite millennials, but sure, a lot of our nostalgia and, well, to me at least, are grievances. Yeah, that's right. Now I'm on a goal to go on for like 2 or 3 hours. Um, I know this seems like a long stream, but I might have to do a sort of like a two-parter stream, maybe. I'm thinking, but I just can't make I just can't make up for what to do and how to pull it off essentially. Okay. And at the beginning, I said of the stream, I said it's okay to drop in and drop out. Um, if you have something to do or not. I forgot. Yeah, his his red nose. For those who if you have questions about my webcomic series TIB RighteousBanneret, feel free uh to chat if you're curious about it. So that's probably why I don't have that much of an audience. Nobody knows what the story is about, even though I established what it's about. Since it's a story that has never been, been done before. I'm still on the first panel. I wish I can go a lot faster. But as I said, I like to keep, my comics consistent and make sure that they're right. It's just, you can make a lot of mistakes when you're working on your comics. Like for me, I publish my work before. What are the details you do when you do the coloring? The details I do when I do coloring. Yeah, that is a good question. You mentioned my Twitter account getting deleted. I'm still waiting to see if the site is going to do anything to restore the legitimate accounts that were caught up with the bot wave. Either way, it would be ideal to come back with a content strategy to better help me grow an audience there. Don't you know if you saw it? But I mentioned some of the things that seem to help me with the algorithm. Yeah. Now, the question you said, Lou, about the details that I do when I do the coloring is just well, I'm kind of you know, that is an interesting question. I don't really I don't really know. I just I for me I pick the right colors that just seem right with me. It's just I know my colors very well. I know that's not a really a questionable answer, but it's just the style. If it's just the style of the coloring, I mean, I assume you're going to ask, about the story, but not the coloring, and not the art of it. That kind of caught me off guard. Sorry. Oh, when did you first start working on that page? So, like, when you first started sketching. I first worked on this page, like, weeks ago. I sketched this, like, I finished sketching it, like, about 2 weeks ago. Well, this panel, I finished this two, 2 weeks ago, but, like, 2 days ago, I mean. It varies, because, um, I I just kind of start, sketching, whenever I'm ready to sketch. I mean, it's kind of hard, to sketch when you're on, when you're on a schedule. So I have to find, the right time to, to do things little by little, and then finish, finish where I left off. When I had my our first art stream this year, I had another, like a transparent page where I kept, my saved work, where I just copy and paste, yeah, my sketches, um when I don't have the time to finish them. I mean, if you look back on my last stream on YouTube, I'm pretty sure I explained it. I'm not sure if I heard you correctly, but you did say you feel that few people don't understand the story or experts about it. Well, the thing is, TIB, the Choose of Barons, is new, so I'm still 6 chapters in. I'm pretty sure that, the story is kind of, similar to adventure adolescent stories of, things that inspired, I said before, I've been inspired by many cartoons and many movies. TIB is just a simple adventure adolescent story, so that is new. Okay, we're finished with the coding of the OCs, and now we're wait. I forgot about Kyle. Sorry, I almost forgot. Let me do this first because sometimes the bucket tool can fill in spots that you don't want to fill in. Alright, there we go. Let's try to finish this as best as we can. Okay. Now for the book bag, and in his green long sleeve shirt. Now Hal always wears a green long green shirt with long sleeves. I know that in other artworks that my friends did for me, they draw him with just a shirt which I do appreciate, but it's not what he wears. Okay, I'm not gonna name any names. It's just wanted to let y'all know. Okay. And here's the raft, which is a wooden raft. Now I'm not going to be too lazy and use the fill-in bucket tool all the time. And let me see. All right, that's better. Right, I meant to push the navigator. Anyway, I hope everybody's day is doing well. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Okay, let's desaturated and darken a little bit. I wasn't I wish it wasn't almost Sunday already. I don't want to go back to working. I feel your pain. I know. Hold on a sec. So yeah, yeah, my apologies for the long mute. It's just I am living with family members, so for fan art, what you prefer depictions of your own characters that are entirely faithful to how they are drawn on models, or creative interpretations of them that deviate a little but are still faithful to what you established, like for the second highest poster for Roll, which I am almost finished with. I redesigned the clothing for his characters and reimagined them to fit the theme of the poster collection and reimagined them to fit for the theme of the poster. So like I said, my apologies for the yeah, I am not living alone, unfortunately. So yeah, sorry for the delay, chat. Sorry. Okay, now we're doing the water. You know, like it kind of sucks not having the place of your own to stream. Let's make this white. No, this one. No, that's the wrong brush. Let's duplicate that. Yeah, for those that the reason why I'm mute is because the door was open and one of my family members came in. I didn't want to get distracted. Okay. Trying to find that brush. Flat water brush. Let me see if this works. No, that doesn't work. I kind of forgot what. Oh yeah, the splash. That's what I was looking for. The splash brush. I can't find it. Okay, there it is. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, the frame is dropping again. Okay. I think the water's good. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Give me a quick break. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Just need to listen out for the door for for orders. Gotta see if the stream is good. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not dropping frames. Chad, if the stream is going well, let me know. The audio is fine, but the music's sort of breaking up. Well, I'm using music from my other laptop, not from this one. The Wi-Fi keeps, dropping down. My bad. Let me not forget the buttons this time, because I forgot to add the buttons. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. I think that's fine. I mean, yeah, consistency is what matters. I try my best to be consistent, but sometimes you forget. And let me see. That's the end of this page. I mean, we're done with the reference. Alright, now we're on to the second panel. If I'm quiet, my apologies. I don't want any too much distractions when you're not living on your own. Yeah, that's the right color. Hey, we're 2 hours in. We're 2 hours into the stream, so it's a long stream, but it's not going to be a long stream. If that makes sense. Name this panel Sky. Hey, that's a way to help you with your streaming. Find a catchphrase instead of roll stream mark. This is going to be a short stream. Say this is going to be a long stream. Yeah. That's better. That's fine. Oh no. Let's try something. Let's see if this works. Okay, I guess this still works. If you don't know, this is the Warwick Island police station. I'm gonna have to put the panel on top to show the name of it soon. You see, using the filling bucket tool does not help. It doesn't always help you. I think it would help if I do this actually. Case and we'll call it panel left. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Just yeah, just don't accidentally, merge it. Second part, I might have messed up on the flag. I might have messed up on the flags. Hold on. You see, I'm too much of a perfectionist. I'm I'm far too good, to be messing up like this. I often have to fill in the blank spots from the fill tool because my line work can be very curvy, and I use jagged pens. That's one, two, three. Okay, that's better. Much better. Much better. Like, I'm the only artist streamer that names its layers. Not to brag, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh man, Banneret, how lazy can you get? How lazy can you get? I name my layers because I have so many folders, layers, and adjustment layers. Hang on a second. Yeah, sorry about that again. That was, I had to get the door. We ordered something, so just for tonight. Distractions, what can you do? Nah, that's too blue. I wonder if you order some delicious food that will probably love to devour himself. Just kidding about the last part, of course, yeah. I'm actually making my own food tonight. It's been like 2 hours, and I'm still in two panels. Like, I know my friends, stream like 1 hour, like 2 hours, but this is going to take me a whole day, if any. Yeah, I'm not going to finish this on stream. I'm sorry. I'll get to at least, um, like, I'll draw my OCs and that's it. I'm not going to do coloring the backgrounds because I don't have that much, time, unfortunately, and I don't want to risk, my OBS shutting down on itself. Let's do the grass. That's a whole lot of panels. Oh, it sure is, Wayno. It sure is. Texture. Okay, that's better. That's good. That's a good color. Now for the ground. And that's it, okay, color. Alright, I'm just gonna do the finishing up coloring the building first, and we'll color in some OCs. Oh yeah, this is really gonna save you time. Alright, there we go. Now let's desaturate it a little bit. Okay, there we go. There we go, and this. It's 4 o'clock, I just noticed. Oh, I see Pseudo is streaming. And I don't know how to raid yet, so I'm not gonna I haven't raid somebody before, but I I think I might just well just give Pseudo a shout out. Yeah, he deserves it. Let me draw Valley and Phil. I know I'm not gonna finish the whole thing in one day. You can easily do a raid, the name of user. Okay, okay. I'll keep that in mind. It's just I'm not ending the stream yet. But thanks, bro. I'll keep that in mind. Now let's do a separate layer. Yep, sure thing. Yeah, I don't mind y'all sticking around for a little bit, or just multitask streaming, um, or just seeing a different streamer. Like I said, I don't want to take away the shine from other streamers. I'm just doing my OCs for now. I'm gonna try to do the raid thing, and if it doesn't work, then oh well. But I'm still giving my friend Pseudo a shout out. Now her Her cape, blanket is wet, soaked and wet, and she's drying it off. And if you, for those of you, if are saying, why does Valerie have a blanket? I'm not gonna say it. There's lore behind it. It's just, you have to see one of my comics to understand it. Let's try this fluffy sponge. I'm not gonna add the wet drops yet. Let's finish the shoes. And now for our buddy Phil. And I'll do the Truth to Tune next. Yeah, it was, let me tell you, it was hard setting up this stream. I've been wanting to stream for, for a long time, and the way I set up my streaming is extremely complicated. Like I'm working with like two computers right now, and the third laptop is just background music. I have to connect to the Wi-Fi. I have to connect to the OBS, and a cooler for my laptop so it doesn't get overheated. And It's a lot of stuff. And the Sega music is going going on for a long time. We need to switch to some upbeat music. Okay, this is upbeat enough. Now for the camouflage shirt. I just knew it was an artifact. I knew it. Okay, there we go. Let me see here. Alright, those are right colors. I would know because they are right colors. Yeah, they're drying his jacket because it got wet. I think the music is good enough. It was a little. I think. Hope it would. Hopefully, the music is not low for you guys. You know, that's not. This is what annoys me. Is, that black line sticking out where the notch should be. I'm going. By the way, I'm gonna have to put that speech bubble there. You know, to block off. You know, the background. I mean, I have to. I have to put the speech bubble there. You know. So this is just what you see in the background. That's gonna be covered up by speech bubbles, unfortunately. Sketch watercolor without being appropriate. Airbrush. So alright, Valerie and Phil are finished. And now for the true platoon. If you don't realize Zach here, Bobby, basically knocked him out. And Bobby beat him so hard, he starts to act delirious. Now we're 3 hours in. Usually when I get to 3 hours, the stream cuts off or something. Yeah, yeah, he has the same black eye as Larry. And let's color in the ice pack. Just making sure no white spots are left behind. Yeah, they're worried about his friend Zach, who's still recovering. My apologies for my quietness. I've been so focused, I barely have nothing to say. Alright, there's 2 more OCs to go, and I'll showcase what the building will look like, and I guess we'll call it here. Oh, listen too. Now for this. Grab that hand. I almost missed that. Now for the shoes. Alright, that's Emmanuel done. That's Zach, Emmanuel, Noah, and Ernest. Next. For those that don't know, Noah doesn't, smile. Noah doesn't smile, so it's not his character. And I remember one time um, when I first posted this drawing, one of the users mentions that Noah might be on the spectrum. So yeah, Noah is on some type of spectrum, and let me tell you guys a secret. Most of my OCs um, are somewhat on the spectrum. So and some of the OCs are entirely based on were entirely based on me and my personalities. So yes, my OCs are special in their own way. Alright, we're nearly done with the coloring. Oh wait, I almost forgot. See, that's the thing. You forget, some details. Keep it up, homie. Yeah. Oh, hey, Pix. Yeah, I'll keep it up. Thanks for dropping by. But as I said, yeah, I'm not going to be going on for too much. We're almost reaching 4 hours. Someone did ask me if my OV was on a spectrum. I suppose could see someone would speculate on that, but he's not. When it comes to OCs that are at least partially based on myself and experiences like the ones I've shown so far, probably I wouldn't doing that, not being neurodivergent myself. Rather, their quirks comes more from the things I relate to a bit more, or at least some perspective on it. Correction. I suppose I could see why someone would speculate on that, but he's not. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, like I said, some certain OCs of mine are on what um are somewhat on a spectrum. Going to be looking and probably looking as I try to get some drawing done myself. It's fine, it's fine. I mean, I've mentioned before that I am not that, talkative or charismatic when I'm streaming. So, yeah, I don't mind, people dropping by and stuff. I mean, I've said I am not that special when it comes to streaming. I mean, all I want to do is just vibe and chill. But in the coming weeks, I said yeah, drawings, yeah. I said I was going to promote myself even more by making something that will help me reach an audience. Since I know that social media is not fun anymore, so which I still post on social media. It's just that nowadays it's just really really sad. Yeah, Blue likes to devour drawings. I could see the that emoji of his. I guess that's what happened to Roll's old drawings. Pixarting's old drawings. Blue eats them up. Pixarting gives them away and throws them away, and Blue devours them. Drawing bags are pretty nice. Yeah, I really have something going for my web comics because it's a passion of mine, and I want to keep going. I want to finish up the stories, and I really want to make a name for myself. It's what I've always wanted, and I'm doing that right now by being, myself and independent. I've been trying to draw myself that the one I mentioned earlier, which is coincidentally somewhat comic-like in format. Jane always takes too long for me. Yes, I don't normally shade when I do my comics. My web comics, specifically pages like pages like this. Mostly they're just flat and flat colors. Sometimes I do shade. It's just that, like, for example, like flat shading is some um is what I normally do constantly. Yeah, sometimes I shade. I do shade some of my drawings. It's just simple comic pages that um that for me, I just want to get it out there. And I really do shading, with my other comics such as Miscreants and Sweeten Ears. And I'm getting pretty hungry soon. All I had this morning was cereal. Like people, like people still eat cereal. Like I don't know. I feel like I'm the only one who does. Yeah, for sure. When I actually started doing full-fledged comics, I definitely wouldn't do the same thing, the same time consuming type of standing I normally do. For me, I just use it when it's appropriate. And yes, I'll still be using the filling bucket tool. I don't care how lazy it is. Yeah, I don't care how lazy it is. Sorry, for those that are anti bucket tool. It's just that it saves me some time. Okay. Let me double check. Okay, the bottom shoes are light gray too. The bandages and let me not forget his freckles. So just to recap, after let me get rid of that. You know, after the Great Flood, all the OCs end up in the all my characters end up in the police station. And as I said, police station, there are sirens in the background. How fitting. Now, for those who are wondering where is Larry in the game, uh, it'll be explained in the next page. Bobby's going to get now. Hey, first time chat, Andre Oddwolf. How's it going, man? Well, you see, yeah, Bobby and Larry are definitely are the ones in trouble. So yeah, the chapter's called Problem Boys for a reason. Hey, when you live in a city, there's always sirens going off in the background, just like in the movies. Always do. And for the newcomers, I'm working on my 30 31st page of CIB. I'm only doing the OCs and the second panel. That's about it. Since I'm on for like 3 hours, almost 3 hours. And don't forget the buttons too. Yeah, that's the only thing you need to remember. So yeah, I just wanted to showcase how I do my comics and basically what I do every day. Now for the button. Okay, let me see, wait. Okay, let's duplicate that. Should be here, right? Okay, middle, okay. Now merge them. Now for the freckles. Okay, that's good enough. Like I said, I'm going to finish the background on my own time. And then we see this bigger. Darker, transform. Let's squish it down a little more. Oh, I see a butt. No, no Trade Federation bots allowed. Let's delete this one. There we go. Let's erase this. Switch to a different brush. Okay, let's lower the opacity. That's better. Let's do the trees. Okay, we're nearly there. Let's merge that. You're covering that door, that door. But we're still going, we're still streaming. Better not speak too soon. You know OBS can throw some curveballs at you. Since it is nighttime. These are the doors. My bad. Yes, I know what you're saying. Oh yeah, this is really lazy. No, it saves me time. It's efficient. And it's smart. I want to make sure it's lined up perfectly. Okay, we don't need that. Alright, I I think I can do all I can for now. I'm going to finish this comic page on my own time. So this is just something I wanted to show you guys. Just a showcase of my coloring process and stuff. And all that jazz, so I'm gonna be leaving now, so thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you coming by, dropping by. Let me try, let me see if I can do the rate thing that Blue showed me. That is a nice progress. Thanks, Blue. Okay, let me see if it lets me do rating. Uh, yeah, I don't think I can rate. Unfortunately, I think I have to set that up. But anyways, I'm still gonna give a shout out to my friend Pseudo. So uh, enjoy his streams too, if he's still live. But I hope you guys had a good time. I had a good time. Besides, when I first started, I've been having issues with the buffering and the dropping frames. But it's OBS. It's OBS in streaming. What can you do? I'm going to head out now. I'll catch you guys next time. I'm not sure if I can do another art stream again, but I'm going to try to figure some new things out. So thanks again. Once again, I appreciate you watching. So if you'd like to follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'll type it in. I mean, I hope that's that's the right username. So you can subscribe and follow me if you want to. I'm gonna post. I'm still gonna post this stream on my YouTube channel. So that's all I can say. Once again, thank you. I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Have a good rest of your weekend.